A new app from Weight Watchers is designed to battle childhood obesity, but some are saying it's actually doing more harm than good. A petition on change.org wants the app shut down, claiming it will create an increased risk of eating disorders. Nearly 90,000 people have signed the petition so far. Weight Watchers responding to the claims, saying the Curbo app focuses on behavior change for healthier eating and more activity, not dieting or calorie counting. The company also says studies show that behavior-based weight management programs do not cause eating disorders, but in fact provide kids with tools to make balanced food choices and manage their weight in a healthy way. Joining me now to talk about apps like this and whether they're effective in controlling childhood obesity is Dr. Christina Camerata. She is a pediatric psychologist. Dr. Camerata, welcome to Chasing News. How are you?
Thank you. I'm great. How are you?
So let me first get your take on the app. Positive or negative?
Well, I think the concern for the folks in the eating disorder community is the idea of helping without harming, and the fear is that the app is going to contribute to restricting, even though that's not necessarily the app's goal. And restricting in kids is typically not recommended by most health professionals, and the reason for that is because it can disrupt normal growth and it can disrupt the normal body cues that kids use to recognize hunger and satiety. And so the fear is that this will contribute to that.
Doc, let me ask you, as you deal with patients, parents, children, what's your take on how important the role of good parenting is when it comes to eating habits, app or no app?
Well, I think most obesity guidelines recommend taking more of a family approach as opposed to an individualized approach. And so I think parent modeling and parent behaviors is really important. And unfortunately, for kids of higher body size, parents can sometimes be the biggest bullies for kids. And so we want to be careful and work with families, again, to be helping without harming and help parents be able to talk about health behaviors in a way that doesn't contribute to weight stigma.
All right. Thank you, Doc. Good to talk to you. Appreciate you joining me.
Thanks so much.
Let's bring back tonight's A-plus panel, immigration attorney Afia Yunus and attorney and publisher of the Save Jersey blog, Matt Rooney. Afia, start with you on this as a parent. Would you use the app?
I would not, Bill. I think my issue with it is that I like to maintain control. I think it comes down to just good parenting and making sure that you're having healthy, nutritious, home-cooked meals, and that you want to make sure that your child isn't obsessing over their weight. I think it's more important to encourage a healthy lifestyle and fitness around the home.
Matt, let me ask you, haven't we really been fat shaming kids for almost a generation now?
Look, somewhere around 2-4% of American women at some point in their lives will develop anorexia, but something like a third of our children and adolescents are overweight. I applaud Weight Watchers for filling the gap for those kids that don't have that kind of guidance.
Avi, isn't this the natural extension of what Michelle Obama was talking about and others have talked about in terms of fitness? And it just modernized it because the kids deal with an app these days.
I did my Fitness Pal for a while, and I do think that people can become obsessive, and I don't know if I'm okay with like a child regulating their food and everything through an app.
We're parenting. Thanks, guys.
Absolutely.